There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. How's it going, lovers? What's up? What's up? God damn, chat. I've been horny for you all day. I haven't been able to focus on anything. Holy crap. Just packing a bowl. Give me a minute, okay? So what are we getting into tonight, guys? Oh, good question. Well, hard telling. No, we got a bunch of different stuff to get to tonight. We're going to be all over the place. So we're going to catch up with Jizames O'Kizif, who, what is his thing now? He's not Project Veritas anymore. I always forget what his new thing. It's like O'Keefe Media Group, OMG. It's some weird acronym like that. But yeah, he got some guy from the NIH on hidden camera. I wonder if it's another gay guy with a gaping asshole getting drunk from 2 glasses of wine and spilling all the government secrets. That's normally par for the course in a James O'Keefe interview, hidden camera interview, gay date. You know what? I don't even think they like look for government officials necessarily. I think these guys just, James O'Keefe hires gay guys to go to Grindr and try to hook up with random guys. And like, I would imagine it's like every like 5 or 6 random gay idiots on Grindr that they try to hook up with, it's some government official who's willing to tell some little twink whatever they want them to hear in order to get in them tight little butt cheeks. So anyway, we're going to get to that. Then I don't know if everybody heard it today. It was a quick, well, not super quick, but someone called the Bubba show today. I didn't hear it live. I actually heard it on the replay. But Bubba finally addressed the Rhett situation. And so we're going to take a listen to that. And we got a few other things to cover in the news. How about them tariffs? No, let's not talk about that. Because literally, there's no reason. No one knows what the fuck is about to happen. So everybody just buckle up, okay? Buy your own chickens. Get used to it. Chat. I'm inside you, chat, right now. What's up, Bob Cook? Bob Cook was first. Damn, Bob Cook. Stacy G's up in here. Promo code Lummy. Lover. Thank you guys for coming to hang. Got bags of weed everywhere. Just kidding. It's from the gas station. It's just bath salts. Michael Earl, welcome. Big E's up in here. Scott Starboard, sir. Thank you for joining us and good stream. Enjoyed your stream. Dutch Duke is up in here. Fuck. Make us laugh. What the fuck? That's a lot of pressure. Jesus Christ. But it's okay. Rainy's up in here. Slinging houses while wearing blouses. Welcome, Rainy. I'll try to make you giggle. Funny Face, did I already highlight you? What's up? Thanks for joining us, Funny Face. I was getting clips from, last night's stream. I was getting some clips to post, and I randomly, you know what it was? Someone, I don't remember if it was actually in the chat or comments, because I think they come across similarly as notifications on Facebook. But anyway, I clicked on some comment that I didn't remember seeing in the chat, and I went to the stream from last night, and I skipped in like a few minutes and listened for, just to like hear what it sounds like. I don't watch my whole streams. I almost never get to watch my stuff unless I'm trying to isolate clips for something. And because I did watch a lot of my streams, not like the whole things, but I did watch a lot of them just to see, because I don't know what the audio sounds like half the time and whatever. So when I go back to listen to it, I can tell what the quality is with certain stuff. Anyway, and I was listening to it, and there were some parts that I thought was funny. I was like, I don't even remember saying this. I don't know what the fuck I was on. But anyway, last night's stream was fun. I barely got into the part. Actually, I didn't get into any of the part where we were reviewing the wrestling stuff. It was like the first 30 minutes. I was actually popping on some of my own nonsense. It's good shit. Adam Wiley's up in here. Hysteric Eric. Oh, RC Wodinsky. That's Cracker Chris over on the Facebook. What's up, Cracker Chris? I'm getting down in the chat. Tariff is my African cousin. Sounds like it. Enter me, lover. I'm inside you guys right now. I'm in chat. I'm deep in chat right now. Natural Aspired. What's up, bro? Thomas Gilson's up in here. Hysteric Eric, you dirty dog. All right, so we're to the bottom of the chat. Am I done packing this bowl? I guess I am. Oh yeah. Toothpicks in. I'm about to start twerking. All right, guys. I got stuff popping up. I got pop-ups, and they're popping up right now. What are we doing? Oh yeah, so yeah, we're gonna get. I can't wait to see this James O'Keefe's thing because I really didn't watch any of it at all. I was like, ooh, NIH. That's right. That's for me. This is an algorithm for me. All right, nice rip. What do you mean? I haven't smoked it. You're talking about hitting the bowl? Or what? I look buff right now? Do I look big? Oh, damn. What the fuck? This one, that one looks a little bit crazier right there. Oh, I really have not. I've been working out every day, but I have not been doing my normal heavy lifting that I was doing for a while, trying to get some muscle mass back because I had fucked up my elbow and whatever. But I think it's barely coming along healing. It's so far. It's taking. It's Jesus. Oh, my belch. Yeah, there you go. No, that was a good burp. So before we get into the James O'Keefe stuff and the Bubba Army stuff, did everybody who's Bob Cook? I see. Yeah, I see a bunch of Bubba Army people up in here. Did you guys hear the segment about Rep? Not Rep. Rhett. Did you guys hear when the guy there was a caller that called in about the Rhett situation? Did everybody hear that? Am I going to the BRN in the morning? Yeah, if I want the cops called on me, which wouldn't even be a problem because, as we know, when the cops get called to the BRN, it takes like days for them to show up. So I'm not getting any charges. All right, let me get out of this on the. I got a few things on Instagram for you guys. Okay, there's a domestic violence thing. I don't think I'm going to show that. Should I? There's this YouTuber, Kypri Darnell. He's a comedian, I guess, too. Brutally assaulting his girlfriend. Should we bring this up? Okay, it has a sensitive Jack Mahogoff. I do clap cheeks. I actually do. Thank you, sir. Welcome to the stream. Oh, damn it. I hit the wrong fucking button. Rainy, you threw me off. Rainy got me nervous asking me to make her laugh. You know that's not how jokes work. You can't just do that to somebody. I'm caving under the pressure. Crumbling here. All right. Maybe I'll be quick. Like once if it starts to get bad, we'll click away. So YouTuber and comedian Kypri Taylor was taken into custody following the release of a video purportedly depicting him abusing his girlfriend, Natavia Mays. Ariel Woods, the victim's sister, shared the widely shared video. Okay, that's not redundant sounding, which shows the comedian. Sorry, there's a little speck on on my screen. Shows the comedian repeatedly assaulting his girlfriend, Natavia, after she caught him cheating on her. Wait, she caught him cheating and then he beats her up? What the hell? Kypri, that's a dick right there. Comedian. Oh fuck, yes. There was a little speck on my on my keyboard. I had to wipe it off of there. I do got to clean, not keyboard, on my screen. I do got to clean the screen. All right, I'll probably switch away from this. Like I'll do one of them numbers if it gets bad. I don't remember there's no blood or anything like gruesome. This is just, it's not a happy video to watch. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is bad. This looks really bad. And is he live right now? Hold on a second. Release of a video depicting him. Okay, so I guess this wasn't live. Is this a security camera? Okay, I've got it paused. I'll bring you guys back over to it. This video has a timestamp and stuff. Now I don't know if that's the cops or somebody I don't know why this timestamp is there. This must not have been his live stream. But, guys, I know I'm not the funniest, okay? We have fun on my stream, I think. I'm not the funniest guy, though. So, and I've done stand up comedy one time in my life, and that was at the Bubba Army Roast. So I don't have that much experience in comedy, but this video isn't very funny for a comedian. Let me just say, I don't think this is his stream. I guess it isn't because this isn't really good comedy. I must be missing something here. And why are his pants down that far? I don't get that. I hope you straight guys, if there's any straight man, and I know it's normally like, well, no, there are people of every race house their pants, okay? But I hope you straight guys know that when you walk around like this, I'm checking things out. I'm sniffing around the buckle brush. I'm checking things out over here. You got your buns out? That's free game for me to take a look and see what you're working with back there. So I hope you're comfortable knowing that. And it's not even like I don't like people housing their pants. I think it looks really bad to have sagging pants like this. And it's especially stupid when you have a belt. Because the schools I went to, the people that sag their pants like this, it's because they didn't have a belt. You see? These people nowadays, they wear a belt, but then they just don't use the belt properly. See, that's what's even more ridiculous and redundant about this, is to be wearing a belt and then not use it to keep your pants up. That's just a whole nother level of I don't know what word I should use. I'm scared to speak freely here, but the ass is out. Now, this kind of beating right here is only acceptable if she caught you fucking other men. I will say that as well. This is a very much a Sean Diddy Combs type of beating, and I imagine the situations are very similar. The woman catches you getting butt fucked, which is probably why your pants are still down, and so you just start wailing a tune on her. Oh, Johnny Fradley's up in here. What's up, Fam-Lam? Dark Match Steve, won't you come and wash away the rain? Dark Match Steve, Dark Match Steve, won't you come? Okay. Yeah, that's a good song. Anyway, again, guys, I hate to. Now I do this probably every time that we bring up somebody that's popular that's doing something stupid. But guys, look at who we're making famous here. Now, I don't mean the fact of me playing this video, because I feel like not all publicity is good publicity. That's a lie. But the thing is, I know this guy, comedian, YouTuber, and comedian. Look, if I got busted, if I was on camera beating the shit out of my girlfriend, They wouldn't even put in the news article that they wouldn't say YouTuber and comedian. They would say Florida man beats his girlfriend. Okay. I don't even deserve the title YouTuber because I'm such a tiny little channel. And that's everyone in the chat. That's your fault. That's your fault that we've got somebody who beats the shit out of women and doesn't know how to wear pants properly. And this guy has a bigger following than me. Even now, I bet. Even now, after this guy still has more fans and supporters than me. Tina, yes. Oh, sorry. We'll get out of here. Yeah, I'm going on to the next thing. Truth is unbreakable. What's up? What's up? All right, I'll drop this. We're going on to the next thing. Tia, Bubba Army Mom, thanks for joining us. I'm sorry. I saw you said you were going to be right back. I didn't realize it's because of my video that I was showing. Oh, here's a cool video. What kind of animal is this? It's a pegged leg raccoon. What the fuck happened to this raccoon? Oh my god. He's still walking around. Dude. Elon Musk don't want to meet me face to face. Yo, that woman is that's not a woman. Guys, I hope we all know that's an alien with a human mask on. Yes, those are leg bones. It looks like leg bones, unless somebody gave him some pegs, which I don't think is the case. That looks like leg bones. But oh. Is this isn't healed up down here yet? What something just happened to this guy? Holy fuck, that has to be a dog or something got to him. There's less meat on his legs than what I leave on a chicken bone when I throw it away. When I eat chicken wings, these legs are cleaned off more than chicken bones when I'm done eating chicken wings. He's going to be fine though. The guy the guy at the end ate the legs. He's a Haitian. All right, let's get out of there. That's bad. And here we have a heart-wrenching story. I'm sure some of y'all, I think Alex Stein talked about this. This is tragic. End wokeness. So who is this? This is posted by DC Drano. Says, say his name. Austin Metcalf, 17. High achieving student athlete. 4.0 GPA. Killed in cold blood by Carmelo Anthony. Zero national outrage. Which one has the 4.0 GPA? They didn't say. Which one's Carmelo Anthony? Is it the white guy killed the black guy? See, this is actually very confusing. High achieving student, athlete, 4.0 GPA. Which one of these guys is it talking about? I don't know. Stabbed in the heart at high school track event in Frisco, Texas. But which one? They're not telling us which one of these is the stabber and which one has the 4.0 GPA. I'm so confused. You guys, come on. DC Drano, you need to make better posts, dude. I'm totally lost here. Which one has the 4.0 GPA? What the hell? Caught red-handed? What, the NIH? No. On CNN, Trump is orange. On Fox, he isn't. This is another DC Drano post. This is the mainstream media scam. Again, DC Drano, I don't know. Is he saying Fox put a filter on Trump to make him look less orange? We've all seen him. The man is orange. Rainy. Rainy, usually the left is the victim. What, you're telling me the black kid didn't have the 4.0 GPA? I don't know, Rainy. I think you're wrong. You should stick to real estate, Rainy, because I don't know. You're starting to sound a little racist. Judging by what we read on the last post, you don't know who's the stabber and who is the innocent white kid. I mean, the guy with the 4.0 GPA. We don't know which one is which here. I think you guys, if you're jumping to conclusions saying there's no way the black kid had a 4.0 GPA and was high achieving, and maybe his name is Austin, is this the athlete, the 4.0 GPA? Austin Metcalf, and this is Carmelo Anthony who stabbed the poor innocent black kid. I don't know, guys. I can't keep track of this stuff, okay? I don't know what's going on. I'm just saying you guys should not jump to conclusions. Okay. All right, let's get to the zombie raccoon. No, we already saw that. All right, I'm taking us over to Twitter. I'm going to hit this bowl and we're going to watch this James O'Keefe video and watch this gay guy with a gaping asshole spill government secrets. You guys ready for that? Okay, here we go. So let me bring you guys over with me to Twitter now that I've found the post, because otherwise y'all be looking at some butt cheeks. Twitter, you sick motherfuckers. All right, so here's the post from the top. Caught on hidden camera, NIH genetic counselor tells researchers to change race to ancestry in clinical trials to evade Doge and secure funding, admits to wanting to shoot people at NIH. Well, then, what I tell you guys, the white people are just violent. My mom told me today not to not to shizoot anybody, but they won't let me close enough to the but they won't let me close enough to these fucking people. Well, this video looks promising. Let's check this out.
Using this microdialysis.
Okay, hold on. What did we miss? I was approving a protocol, a really interesting protocol, using this microdialysis to test cortisol levels.
Approving a protocol, really interesting protocol, using this microdialysis to test cortisol levels. One of our investigators wants to test it in women, black women and white women. I had to go and look at like what was leaked as far as the banned words, which is just like Control F searching for. So I was trying to help her like suggest wording. I had suggested like ethnicity or ancestry instead of race.
James Welch is caught on our hidden camera talking about manipulating language to circumvent government oversight, specifically Doge oversight.
Our grants are
Okay, so he's saying that in whatever bullshit they're doing studies or whatever, and they're determining these studies or whatever the fuck NIH is up to. They change the terminology within these studies and whatnot so that they can continue getting funding, and they're avoiding Doge picking up on the fact that they're just doing like race-based studies, and instead they change the word race to ancestry, because I guess Doge is Control F searching through their shit for the words like race and fucking condoms for Sesame Street characters in Pakistan, whatever it is.
getting canceled. We're intramural, so we get to do basically whatever we approve.
Yeah.
We can do it. We have the money.
There's certain experiments happening within the walls of NIH's own buildings. They can do basically anything as long as they have the money.
My mom told me today not to show anybody because I've been buying guns. They won't let me close enough to these people.
The NIH genetic counselor.
What the fuck? Because I've been buying guns? Dude, you can tell this is somebody who's not used to owning guns, that you would just say to somebody else, "Oh, my mother tells me not to shoot anyone because I've been collecting guns." But I'm never close enough to anybody to shoot them.
Within the NIH tells us on hidden camera that his mother told him not to shoot anybody.
Well, why not be prepared? I just want to go down like, what are your views on it? You're asking me a lot of questions. I have not got a chance to ask your questions. I was just thinking it'd be funny if you were like a government spy who's like, what are you planning?
Wouldn't that be funny? I was just thinking it'd be funny if you were like a government spy, just like, what are you planning, James?
Hey, James.
I'm James O'Keefe. You work with the NIH. This is you on camera. I heard you had a really bad day. You're about to have a worse day.
These fucking people, man. Yeah, he had a few drinks. Bro, I'm telling you, they get 2 drinks in them and they just start spilling everything.
I'm James O'Keefe here outside Washington, D.C., standing outside the headquarters of the National Institute of Health. And
he has a weird posture. Why is he's standing like his suit jacket's too tight or something? What is this?
I'm James O'Keefe.
What is this posture? He's doing like sort of like the Trump lean forward type of thing. I don't know. It looks like he has back pain right now or something. I don't know what this is.
Here outside Washington, D.C., standing outside the headquarters of the National Institute of Health, NIH. It's within this building that a man named James Welch works. He's the genetic counselor and research coordinator for NDDK. That's National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases. It appears in this undercover video that Welch and the PI, that's principal investigator he's working with, his counseling, are seeking allowance on a clinical trial regarding using microdialysis to test cortisol levels in Black and white women for research.
I work both with the patients and then also with like the
Cortisol levels. What is the point of this? Are they? Is this an actual like racist study or something? If you had me guess what this study is about right now, it's saying comparing cortisol levels between white women and Black women. This sounds like it's a study to figure out why Black women are louder than white women or something. This is like, is this a real study? Yeah, no. Funny face, money laundered, bro. This could be just bullshit, but it sounds like cortisol levels. I don't know. Yeah, louder. That's what I'm saying. Cortisol, it has to do with your adrenaline and stuff. If you have high cortisol levels, then it makes you like more jumpy. All right, let's get back to it.
the PIs, the principal investigators writing their studies, running their studies. For our institute, I'm one of the people who write protocols, you know, like, oh, this is a good study. Like yesterday I was.
Guys, forgive me, but I'm going to need to, we're going to take a 2-second break here. Be right back. I'm just going to hit this. Yeah, Bubba Army Mom. I'm not completely yes, stress. I'm not trying to sound like, you know, I'm not making a racist joke. I think this is actually the study, what the study is about. Why would you be comparing cortisol levels between white women versus Black women? There's some correlation to which race is louder in the movie theater. Something like that.
Approving a protocol, really interesting protocol, using this microdialysis to test cortisol levels. One of our investigators wants to test it in women, Black women and white women. People, it's stratified by whether you have metabolic dysfunction and whether you're African American or a white woman.
Where things get interesting is the political bias that James Welch, genetics counselor, appears to be injecting into the process to circumvent government oversight, specifically DOGE oversight. He specifically calls out DOGE, says that DOGE is cutting grants for research that includes certain key words.
There are banned words that they're cutting grants for any research that has. Two of the words are women and female.
The N-word.
Cutting grants for any of the DEI research. Some of the
We had to stop using the N-word because Doge kept Control F searching for it.
Suggestions are adult girl, XX. Like, how do you can't? There's no way around this.
Yeah.
Woman isn't banned. Male, men isn't banned.
Here, the NIH counselor, James Welch, is coaching the applicant to change the wording of this application within NIH to avoid triggering what James Welch thinks is some type of algorithm intentionally guiding the application process within NIH to circumvent government oversight. The problem, of course, with manipulating the language is this has nothing to do with science or technical excellence.
So I was trying to help her suggest wording. We approved it, but we're like, maybe because our grants aren't getting canceled, we're intramural, so we get to do basically whatever we approve.
Yeah,
we can do it. We have the money.
Intramural research refers to certain experiments happening within the walls of NIH's own buildings. Now, James Welch says they can do basically anything as long as they have the money if it's intramural.
She's taking out the stratifying by race. And I'm like, yeah. So I had to go and look at what was leaked as far as the banned words that was just Control F searching for and figure out what the suggestions that she used.
We spoke with a senior official in the administration regarding DOGE. They've told us there's no real policy there except general prohibitions on racial preferences. We haven't been able to find or ascertain anything specifically regarding racial preferences in health. So this official within NIH appears to be conjuring this up or creating this algorithm in his own mind. Remember, the NIH is an executive branch agency. It's the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. This is an executive branch agency. And some say here he's circumventing the will of President Trump and Robert F. Kennedy. After experiencing 4 years of a volatile economy, America is facing record
Oh, cool. What kind of ad is this? I was going to say buy gold or something.
Inflation and a massive threat to the U.S. dollar. Experts are warning the stock market could crash and we could be facing a recession. In these uncertain
That's when you buy. That's when you invest.
times, I recommend gold to my audience. And
Gold. Man, I would be. So right now, I don't, I'm not rolling in dough, but I've been thinking recently, I was like, man, fucking gold. Right now, I would buy like at least a little bit if gold wasn't so high. Gold is just like insanely high right now. Guys, I have a couple pieces. I don't have a lot, guys. I really don't. But I've bought when everybody else was getting crypto, and maybe it would have been a good idea to get some crypto, but I just was not liking I don't know. I have mixed feelings about crypto. But anyway, when everybody else was kind of getting into crypto, I was buying gold. And dude, it is like double from when I started buying gold. Like actually bought a few, I don't have a lot, but a few pieces. Just buying them off of the fucking precious metals sites that you can order them from. Dude, it's fucking nuts. It's nuts. When I first bought a gram of pure, gold from one of these websites, it's not a piece of jewelry. It's like a little gram of gold they send to you. When I first bought that, gold was at, I think, just under 1,800 an ounce. Right now, gold is like over 3,000. It's basically almost doubled. It might actually be double. 18, I don't know what is. Hold on. Gold per ounce. Let me look this up. So as of April 3rd, 3,100. It's almost doubled from when I bought a few pieces. No, well, see, Johnny, this is what I'm saying. I'm not pitching a gold ad right now. That's what I'm saying is I'm not buying any more gold right now because I feel like, okay, this is the gold versus whatever, it's also, it's just so fucking confusing. So if it was actually the value of gold going up just in and of itself, being more valuable or whatever, or they realize it's more scarce than we thought or something, so the value goes up, I'm like, okay, if it is trending going up, why not buy some more if it's the actual value? I barely know what I'm talking about here, guys, but bear with me. Right now, I think the price of gold is going up because of fucking inflation and just bullshit. Because our dollar is worth less. I don't think it's like, I don't know how much, I don't know where exactly and how to exactly draw the line with all this shit. Like I said, I barely know what I'm talking about here, but it's just like a weird feeling I have that I'm just like, I don't want to buy now because I feel like it might come back down. I don't know, but it does just feel like this is strictly the value of the dollar going down that's causing the price of gold to go up.
Trust Fisher Capital as my official.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't have money to buy more gold right now because it's too fucking expensive. Let's get through this.
Friends of OMG, we for an exclusive offer only available to my listeners, where you can get up to $20,000 of free silver with your qualifying purchase. When you speak with Fisher, make sure to mention that James O'Keefe sent you. Our portfolios are too important to trust to stocks and bonds alone. Protect yourself with
Reverse DMS. What about reverse mortgages? Yeah, sure. I endorse that. What about a reverse mortgages? Bro, the fucking government will just, all they have to do is raise your property taxes, and they can basically just come take your fucking house because you can't afford the property taxes. That's what's happening right now. Insurance and fucking taxes going through the roof.
gold today and get it from Fisher Capital. Go to FisherOMG.com. That's FisherOMG.com. FisherOMG.com.
Well, Adam, so Adam says, my opinion is gold will not be going down anytime soon. They have not released the audit of Fort Knox, so that is very suspect. So I'm not saying I think it's going to come down very soon. I said I kind of think it will come back down. Like if we don't completely go into a fucking recession, and if we do, maybe after the recession. I'm not saying I think it's going to come down anytime soon. Don't let me no, I wouldn't try to give off that impression.
Referencing his conversations with this principal investigator at NIH, he says that they are changing the words from race in the application to ancestry. Of course, the problem with that is a matter of science. This was a racial study.
I'm like, just make it not the primary objective, make it a secondary objective, and change the word race to ancestry.
Okay, so this is they are being deceitful here, but this isn't as egregious as I thought it was, or I thought it could have been. I wasn't sure where they were going with this, but I was interested that they're trying to be tricky by changing some terms around. But yeah, I mean, this is like every fucking government agency is probably still doing this, right? That they're playing fucking games, whatever games they can to get more fucking funding. And I don't know this. I don't know what they're getting. I would like to know more about this study with the race thing or whatever to see. I mean, I don't know what's your standard for a waste of money on a stupid study, like black women's cortisol levels versus white women's. If you think that's a waste of time, maybe we can find out why they're so loud. Is that a waste of time to you? I don't know. I don't have an opinion on this.
Suggested like ethnicity or ancestry instead of.
I'm just giving you the news, guys.
Race.
Ancestry is not a criteria in the clinical research protocol. So that change that Welch is proposing with his PI is misleading. Some would say unethical. Some might even call it a violation of the Hatch Act because it's introducing bias and political bias in what should be science.
Any discussion of side effects is like, oh, you're an RFK Jr. You know what I mean? It's like, no, these things are effective.
Yeah. How do you feel about him taking over?
His family.
This guy doesn't sound too unreasonable to be real. I mean, guys, just think about all of the other hidden camera videos that we've seen where these people are like bragging and they just seem like complete fucking assholes. The one fucking gay black guy, remember the gay black guy that was like in the coffee shop or something? And he's talking about they're doing like gain of function research and bullshit like that. He's admitting this, something like that. He's admitting to on camera. And then James O'Keefe comes in and the guy breaks their fucking iPad. You know, all the obnoxious gay guys on here. The one guy that worked for the FDA, remember? The gay guy that worked for the FDA saying that they should blow dart black people to give them the vaccine. This guy is a fucking angel compared to every other guy. The dude from New York that was saying they were suggesting to shut stuff down, and then they were going to gay orgies and stuff like that. Remember? This guy's not so bad. He's just like, look, we want to keep getting funding because we want to keep our jobs. We're doing a study comparing cortisol levels between black women and white women. And all we did is change the word race to ancestry so that Elon Musk wouldn't look too closely at the study and say it's useless and revoke our funding. This isn't quite as bad as I thought. I had no idea where this was going to go.
We'll tell you he's the weird one.
Now this NIH,
And he's also there legitimizing the discussion that we all should have about the side effects of all the fucking bullshit medications and stuff that they advertise on TV.
official who doesn't hide his disdain for Doge also doesn't hide his disdain for his boss, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
You know how he's always the weird cousin?
Yeah.
He's the weird cousin. The Kennedys aren't for him. They'll tell you that he's the weirdo. He's not the guy you put in charge of anything.
He also says they should pull down President Trump's portrait within NIH and replace it with Russian President Putin's face.
They put up portraits of Trump, Vance, and RFK in the clinical center. Somebody tore them down immediately. Then they
Dude, that is pretty funny. That is pretty funny. They put their own pictures up in there. Dude. Oh, fuck. There was a picture of Dr. Fauci and his manly looking wife up there, and Trump put up his picture with JD Vance.
they hung them on the other side of the building near the Starbucks up above a TV, so they're too high for people to get to.
Yeah.
And so somebody like printed out rapist with an arrow and posted it next to Trump. And I was thinking that I should print out a portrait of Putin and put it upstream of Trump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's clearly like Trump, man. It's like this like hierarchy.
How do you feel about with what Doge is doing, and with the job cuts and everything?
That'd be a good gimmick.
Yeah, so at NIH, it's going to be 1,200,
1,200.
which is devastating. I mean, it's
Yeah.
crazy to fire 300 people, but it's like, it only makes sense if they're doing whatever Putin wants. You know, it's just,
Yeah.
it seems to be very like against, it's just against the best interests of our country.
The NIH genetic counselor within the NIH tells us on hidden camera.
Dude, it's just so funny how these people run with the fucking Putin stuff, man. I mean, can't you like? Is there you have any better connection or explanation for the Putin bullshit? What does this guy know about Trump being a puppet for Putin? I feel like he would have said it, or maybe James O'Keefe edited it out. I don't know. But it's like, because you don't agree with the direction the country's headed in, you think it must be Russia controlling everything. It's definitely not Israel, right?
That his mother told him not to shoot anybody, and Welch told
Oh, here we go. Here we go. This guy's a murderer.
our undercover journalist, quote, "They won't let me close enough to these f***ing people at work at NIH."
Has anyone retaliated? Any plans on retaliating?
I appreciate that concept, and I tend to agree. My mom told me today not to shoot anybody because I've been buying guns, but I'm like, they won't let me close enough to these people.
Why are you buying guns?
Just thinking about like worst case scenarios and being like, well, why not be prepared? You know what I mean? I just want to go down like a
In recent months, many of our fellow Americans experienced
Well, I don't understand the context here. I don't know about this one, James O'Keefe. I'm not too sure about this video. I don't even know if that's right. That he talking about shoot. Why would he be talking about shooting people at the NIH? Hold on a second. Hello? Hey, what's up? Yep. Dark Match Steve show. How can I help you? I think so. All right, I'll call you when I get off. See ya. Oh, yeah. I clap cheeks. That's right.
Unprecedented natural disasters and damaged infrastructure.
Ah, look at what the government made. All right, what is this? The rest of this is an ad? Give me a break. Okay.
Just by using code OMG at checkout.
So reporting outside this NIH facility in Bethesda, Maryland, this is James O'Keefe with OMG. If you're on the inside of these institutions who want to hear from you, we'll protect you, we'll tell your stories. It's important to have transparency and oversight within government, to reform the government. We want accountability. And without accountability, our notion of freedom is just an illusion. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. I mean, I guess it's useful to see inside the heads of these fucking people and how they're being deceitful to their superiors and stuff like that. That's definitely interesting to see, but this wasn't nearly as egregious as I thought it would be. Holyoke Joe, what's up? What's up, the oligarchs? The fat pig sent me a D pic 200. What the post it in the chat. All right, let's bring up the Bubba the Love Sponge show from earlier today. Now I'm not trying to start any shit with this, but I'm just posting. We've talked about this, and I told you guys that I would play the clip if the Bubba show ever did bring this back up. All right, let me bring you guys with me to this tab. All right, I saved the timestamp. God damn it, my phone's trying to do updates right now. That's not it. Okay. Let's go back here.
On and that we're doing, we could maybe go live a couple times if we wanted to, but it wouldn't be near the production of a standard content house where we got cameras everywhere. We would just be hanging out, having a good time.
Would Tom Bean be there?
No, just us.
Will you bring Dan and his wife?
Well, that could be a problem too.
Brian, Tuds and Kristen. I'm just seeing how deep this goes.
Gene and his wife.
And sir, what other city names does Bubba mispronounce?
All of
just
them.
not stop at LJ.
Anyway,
LJ. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether he does.
Listen, I knew where Van Wert, Ohio was. I knew I will from this point forward, sir, call it LJ. And
I remember this part. Oh, look, I'm over here on I'm on mic 5 over here. Look at me on the left. I'm part of the show now. Look.
And by what means, sir, before I let you go, the phone lines are packed, by the way. 813-90 Bubba. By what
Dark Match Steve here, Mike 5, yo, cuzzy.
Means do you catch the show?
I'm a solid Radio IO guy. I walk around with it in my pocket all day.
Radio IO.
Bubba,
I don't like Mike 5 over here. I'm gonna go. I'm in control.
HQ.
You mean Bubba Army HQ?
Is this the same caller or no?
Oh, Radio IO still.
Yeah. Okay, old school. We know how deep you are.
Radio IO.
It's
yeah.
Well, you were saying Bubba HQ, so I was on Radio IO.
Okay, fantastic. But that aggregates back to Bubba Army HQ. You may be getting it through Radio IO, but that aggregates to the original mothership, which is Bubba Army HQ.
Okay, man, that's great.
All right, appreciate you, bud. Van Wert, Ohio. Hi, you're on the air. It's the Bubba Show.
This should be the call right here, I think. Oh, there's Reggie. There's Reginald Roundtree back here.
Hey, Hey, Bob, it's Dave from West Palm.
Hi, Dave from West
Hey,
Palm. Usually, Dave from West Palm has
A story.
he usually's got something pretty decent. I like Dave from West Palm. Dave, what can I do for you?
Well, I was on vacation last week, and I know you were on vacation the week before, but I haven't caught up on the shows yet. Is Rhett still there, or something happened?
Nope, Rhett doesn't work here anymore.
Dun dun dun.
No, it was not a adversarial thing. It was very much we're good. Listen, I was contemplating on letting Rhett go before we went on vacation, and I sat, I thought to myself, man, that would be kind of crappy to fire a guy the Friday before he's getting ready to take a week vacation. So I didn't. I let him enjoy his vacation without having to have that on his mind. I paid him. He came back on Monday. We parted ways.
Man, I don't know. So it's a toss-up. That's what I was thinking earlier today. It's a toss-up, man. I don't know what I would be happier with if I were Rhett. I don't know if I would. I mean, it sucks either way, right? You're getting fired and you were planning on a vacation. But I feel like if I were going on vacation, I would like to know if I was going to come back from vacation and not have a job, because that would change the way I spent my money while on vacation, right? And then you come back and you're like, all right, man, I'm way in the hole. Like, I am overdrawn. My bank is pissed off at me right now, okay? I need to get back in there and edit some videos, stay off of Bubba's radar, and get these checks. And boom, you're fired. Like Donald Trump said, you're fired. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it probably, this is, I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, obviously it seems like Bubba's being considerate, but I guess it just depends on your perspective on this, of whether what you would prefer, to enjoy your vacation and not worry about having to get a new job, not filling out applications over your vacation. An application vacation is what I would call it. But anyway, would you rather be filling out applications during your vacation and saving your money, or would you rather spend yourself into a hole like I often do on vacation and come back to no job? I don't know. That's rough, man. I got to reach out to Rhett. I mean, I wasn't really that close with him, or, Rhett's always been cool to me. I don't want to give anybody, but it's not like he's somebody that I would text. I don't have his phone number or something. Not somebody that I've talked to like a lot. Tuttle, I've actually talked to a lot, kind of. Tuttle calls me here and there. And, Tuttle's been super, super nice to me. But yeah, Rhett's always been really nice to me too. But, but yeah, I don't know. I'm going to message him and just say, hey, thinking about you. Hope you're doing all right. I wish I could pay Rhett to edit some videos for me. Shit. If I had the money, if I had invested in gold a little more 10 years ago, I could pay Rhett in gold to edit my videos.
And I paid him for 2 weeks. So, that's the story. There's really not much more to it. You won't hear me speak an ill word about Rhett. I love Rhett. Rhett's welcome.
Did he say paid him for 2 weeks? He said paid him for 2 weeks. Is that extra, or that's just his last check? Was the last 2 weeks
to hang out of any, Rhett's
what is Rhett welcome to do?
I mean, Rhett's welcome to come hang out at one of our gigs, or if we saw Rhett at the Bucks game. Rhett's not, there's some people that have left here, Seth, that I really don't want to see.
Sure.
If I saw Rhett, I'd give him a hug or some knucks and say, how you doing? Hope things are good for you. If somebody called me for a reference on Rhett, I would give him raving reviews.
You know, guys, obviously we all miss you, Red. Adam Wiley said Red is cool as a cool AF. He is. Red is really cool. And he's a young dude, and he was pretty hip, and he had his own ways about him. And Rhett was his own person. He was a cool dude. But guys, there's some people that have been pissed off at Bubba about this, and I understand why people get frustrated and stuff. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I'm saying I understand. But guys, just like if everybody just chills, including Rhett, I mean, come on. Tuttle is currently a 1 day a week co-host, and Tuttle's been fired like 18 times. All right. Rhett could be back in a couple months, and they'll just be laughing it off. Everybody just needs to play it cool and just try to have, positive energy. Rhett should go try to do his own thing and progress with his own stuff and check back in with Bubba later or something. I mean, dude, Rhett is really, him and Gary have really upped the game with all of the video content and everything for the Bubba Army channel and wherever the fuck. The standard has been raised because of Rhett being there. So he's a talented dude. He might fucking be back here, guys.
I have no ill will towards Rhett at all. I can't say that necessarily towards, a couple other the people that have left, but radio business is
Rhett should have stole some turntables. stole Mach's turntables and a few iPads on his way out the door.
Tough business.
Oh, well, yeah, I just knew that the whole reason you guys went on vacation the week that you went on vacation was because of Rhett was going on vacation.
Right. So I really, I think I'm not asking for any admiration. I'm not asking for anybody to say that I'm boss of the year, but I got to tell you, I think that as the boss around here, that was a pretty nice gesture. I was thinking about getting rid of him. Sat down with Lummy and said, I'm not going to fire a guy right before his vacation. That would ruin his vacation. So we'll do it when he gets back, and I'll pay him for 2 weeks. So really, I gave him like 3 weeks pay, and there you have it.
Oh, so yeah, I guess he's saying he did get like a severance check type of deal. He gave him, he paid him for his last week and then gave him 2 weeks of pay. Shit, I want to be fired by Bubba. Come on, Bubba, hire me just so you can get rid of me. You were very nice about firing. I could go for some firing right now. I want to get terminated by Bubba. First, I got to get hired, guys. That's the problem. They don't even like me being in the building. Oh. I have not even petted one of those fucking goats yet. Can you guys believe that? Lummy pretends he likes me. I've done all these parody songs, okay? And I haven't pet one fucking goat yet. Give me a break. Lummy, that's on you.
I probably shouldn't be talking about my business like this on the air, but we're pretty pretty transparent.
Yeah. I was just curious because, like I said, I'm going to get caught up in some shows from last week that I missed. But yeah, I appreciate you being transparent.
All right, I got Gary Cantrell now is running all the video, doing all of it, and he's kicking ass. He kicked ass with Rhett. He's kicking ass by himself, we're not necessarily looking for a new video guy. If Gary can handle the workload, we're going to try to keep it, a one guy deal, but we very well may have to hire another person.
Gotcha.
All right, later. Dave West Palm, appreciate you.
Bubba, have you thought about putting up a job, posting on Indeed or LinkedIn, just looking for talent, just seeing if there's any on-air talent out there?
I would need to talk I would need to have a staff meeting with
Someone send me the link to their to their LinkedIn so I can apply through LinkedIn, see what they do. I wish I could be a fly on the wall in the room when one of the people from the BRN goes to their LinkedIn and comes across my name. Oh, that'd be awkward. Dark Match Steve. He submitted an application to us. He says experience 0, talent 0. Spinner 10 out of 10.
us four, me, you, Macho, and Lummy, about what we're specifically looking for?
Good question, Johnny. No, so well, number one, I don't want to work for Bubba as a video editor. I definitely don't. And there's nothing, it's not like I think there's anything wrong with that position, but it's like I feel like I'm good at other stuff, and I'm not as good as a video editor as I am with maybe like doing parody stuff and whatever. I mean, I do my own videos. I make my own videos for my parody songs and stuff. I know how to use iMovie, barely. The mobile version I know how to use for the most part, kinda. But yeah, I just barely know enough to get by to make my own stuff. I don't really know how to like edit. So yeah.
I'm not looking for an on-air co-host because I think
My heart.
that our lineup now, today's a little bit of an aberration in the fact that usually Brian's here. So we got all the days covered with regards to having an additional voice, Dan and Jay on Monday, Tuesday, Tuttle on Wednesday.
I should probably just show up tomorrow just in case they decide to go live at the studio and they want my help. I should probably do that.
Babyface on Thursday, Gene Lasker on Friday. I love the lineup. If we would need something, a person to help video edit or art or ingest or archive or run the media.
You don't want somebody to bring more more content to the table as far as if they're willing to go do stuff, or just anybody that has a following or any experience.
I think we would have to talk about that, not necessarily sled through that on the air.
Neil Montplaisir, $50.
But I think we should. I'm certainly open to what you might potentially have idea-wise, but I wouldn't want to discuss it on the air.
Okay.
Neil Montplaisir, $50.
Neil,
Love Army tips.
Neil, I know that you just lost your mother, and just a year ago lost your father.
Was his mom or his aunt?
I think it might have been his aunt. I know there's been a loss in his family.
Yeah, I think it was his aunt.
And Neil, man, we feel for you, my friend. You are such. Isn't he a Hall of Famer?
Should be.
He last year was his first year in.
Why don't you say Hall of Famer Neil Montplaisir? Why don't you? Is that on you, kid?
Yeah, it's on me.
Okay. 813-90 Bubba. Phone lines are they're slammed.
I think Lubby's saying, why don't you say that he's a Hall of Famer?
No,
because
that's what I sensed.
No, because
shut up, Seth.
When we go through some of the names, and I was doing Hall of Fame.
Lummy is in charge of Lummy's in charge of the Hall of Fame roster. I can't keep this show going. Deal with you, Seth. Make Macho happy. Make sure Lummy stays happy. Make sure that we get through all of our topics. Go through the phone calls. Try to be the leader and run this ship. And also have to worry about the drink service too. I can fly this plane, but I can't also serve the snacks and the peanuts. Snacks and the peanuts have to go to Lummy's my flight attendant.
I'm here. I'm throwing peanuts out. I got your boss.
813-90 Bubba. I'll get to some more phone calls here momentarily.
Lummy's too big to even walk on a fucking plane. Love you, Thera. Yeah. Now, I was thinking about, if you guys haven't seen yet, we could look at this real quick. Go back to Twitter. Where's the original video? Okay, so we all remember. So Alex Stein recently, just today, right? I think it was earlier this morning. Yeah, this happened just before he talked to Bubba. He went live with Bubba over the phone today. I think this just happened. So Alex Stein confronted one of the guys from Barstool Sports, and this was at like the Greyhound bus station or some bullshit like that. I don't think it was the airport. I think it was Greyhound. And tried to actually mend the fences with this guy. I guess it's like Dave Portnoy's right-hand man. He's one of the higher-ups over at Barstool Sports. I'm not familiar with this guy. I don't know who the fuck he is. But anyway, we can look. Let's take a look first at, this is the original video of Alex Stein breaking into Barstool Sports with this is Don Terrius, right? Don Terrius, who is like a homeless content creator guy. I don't know if it's just a gimmick or if he's actually homeless, because I mean he does whatever. He seems very homeless. I'll say that. I don't know if this is a character he's playing. If he is, he deserves a fucking Emmy or something, an Oscar. I don't know which one, but yeah, let's get into it. This is initially, what was this, a couple years ago? This was like 2002 or something.
We're here looking for Dave.
And the background for this, if anybody doesn't know, this was Holyoke Joe, DMS. I sent the Fat Pig D pic from over a year ago. Should I post it? Should we look at it on my stream? I'll check that. I'll check that later. I don't think I can look at that right now on my stream if you actually sent that. But anyway, the background for this was initially Dave Portnoy was going to have Alex Stein on Barstool Sports with them. I don't remember what the fuck happened. I don't think Stein did anything to them, but they just canceled the interview and or the guest spot or whatever it was. They canceled on Alex Stein, and so Stein just fucking breaks into their headquarters.
I brought my wife's boyfriend. Hey, I'm looking for Dave Portnoy. Come on, Don Terrius. Don Terrius. It's prime time. Come on, Don Terrius. I brought my wife's boyfriend in here. Come on, guys. Where's Dave Portnoy?
Why did he go? He went to, this guy was going to kick Stein out, and then he sees the fucking black guy with no shirt, and he's like, oh no, I got to get this guy out first.
It's prime time. Come on, Don Terrius. I brought my wife's boyfriend in here. Come on, guys. Where's Dave Portnoy? Where's Dave? I'm with my wife's boyfriend. I'm with my wife's boyfriend. Where's Dave? Hey.
Oh, that guy copped a feel right there. You see that guy? He grabbed one of his titties. He grabbed one of them man titties.
I'm with my wife's boyfriend. Where's Dave? Hey, Dave Portnoy, we're here for you. You invite on your podcast, Francis Ellis. Don't make fun of Tucker Carlson, Francis. Do not make fun of Tucker. Do not make fun of Tucker.
Look at these guys trying to push Alex out. Alex is just a big fucking dude. Eat more. What's up, lover? Thanks for joining us.
Prime time! Marshall! Dave, what are you doing? I brought my wife's boyfriend in here. Hold on.
Oh, we got the second camera angle. Here we go.
Where's Dave?
This fucking Don Terrius has a fucking homeless guy cup of change with him, just to complete the whole image.
I just want to know Wednesday. Dude, Wednesday. You know Wednesday? Wednesday.
Oh fuck! I forgot he ended up on the ground. They can't open it. Whoa, look at this guy's eyes. This guy's reptilian. What the fuck?
Wednesday. Hey, Dave Portnoy, we're here for you. You invite on your podcast, Francis Ellis. Don't make fun of Tucker Carlson, Francis. Do not make fun of Tucker. Do not make fun of Tucker. It's prime time. Marshall, Dave, what are you going to do? You guys are all cowards. You guys can't do anything. Where are you at, Dave? I brought my wife's boyfriend. Come and do something about it, Dave. I'm not afraid of you, you little wimp. Invite me on your podcast and uninvite me. Me and John Harris, we got something to say about it. Where you at, Dave? Where you at, buddy? You over here? We're not scared, Dave. We're not scared. Come on, Dave. Where you at, Dave? Come on. We're not scared. Do it, guys. Do it. Terriers. You know you guys are scared of Don Terriers. They don't want any. Let's go. They don't want.
Yeah, I'm scared of Don Terrius too, bro. His ass is out.
Any of this stuff to us. Bunch of pussies. Oh, they're so strong. Right. Barstool Sports. Look at this. They won't do it, Dave. Where you at?
Now, where is the rest of it? Hold on a second. Let me go to YouTube because this is shortened. And I know Scott Starbird showed this on his stream, and that's the shorter video. Because Stein actually got assaulted on the way out. Okay, here we go. Let me bring you guys to this tab real quick.
Invite me on your podcast and uninvite me. Me and John Harris, we got something to say about it. Dave, you're a coward. I'm here. I'm in your freaking. Don't talk about playing like that. Don't talk about playing like that. What the fuck you doing? What are you doing, bitch? What are you doing? You doing? Don't fucking tell me all that. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
Is that a trans woman?
We're gonna leave, but where's Dave? Where's Dave? Where's Dave at? Yeah, because he's a coward. Okay. Well, he invited me on his podcast. You know that. You know who I am. Okay, well, Dave knows. He invited me on his podcast, and he's a coward. And then he uninvites me. I'm just saying. And then Francis Ellis making fun of Tucker Carlson.
Look at this butterball turkey back here that's behind the glass doors.
Nobody make fun of my biological father.
Holy fucking Jesus Christ, bro. Die already.
Tucker Carlson. So tell Francis. Okay. You know, it's just funny because I got two angles of this all. All right. You're so cool. You're just doing my camera. All right. What you saying though? What you saying though? I'm right here. What you saying though? What you saying though? Ooh, I'm so scared. What you saying though? I'm so scared. I'm doing a lot. Yeah, you guys look like real classy people. Barstool Sports, good one.
So this is the guy that you have a relationship with. He's your friend from college. you called him whenever he went on Tucker Carlson?
No. So what happened?
Whenever
was,
start talking shit to Dave.
No. He got it with Dave, and I called him when he was going out with Dave and said, "Don't mess with Barstool." He knew some people. We had some mutual friends he knew at LSU. They were fraternities, people I knew, and I called him and said, "Don't mess with Dave." And I got in all that trouble because I contacted him, and I remember y'all saw the video a few months ago where I was like panicking because I was guilty. I called him and said, "Don't mess with Dave." I broke all contact since. I deleted and blocked his number. Today, I looked up and saw that and didn't know what the hell was going on. I wish I had gotten out there and done more.
So this wasn't a Mincy inside
job. Not a Mincy. And, I'm going to stand right in here and take all the heat because I'm not guilty of anything. I know I'm going to get crucified by Dave and Stoolies, and I get it. But, I had nothing to do with this, and I'm bring it on.
So Dave tweeted Mincy's the worst, and then now
there's a poll out. Should I be fired?
Yeah.
Oh, Alex had a key card to get into the building, and they're saying this guy gave it to him. This was a few years ago, Johnny. Stoolies, yeah. Sounds like a term for like little small dollops of shit. Like if you shit your pants a little bit, you got the stoolies. I don't know why anybody likes Barstool Sports. I have no idea. Barstool almost seems like the pizza reviews, I get it. I've watched a bunch of them, and I don't even know why. I don't like pizza that much. I almost never eat pizza. And I watched this fucking completely out of shape Dave, whoever the fuck, Dave Portnoy, eating fucking pizza. I don't even know why I'm watching it. But then the rest of Barstool stuff, I don't even know what else they do. What do they do, like sports stuff? I don't fucking know. All I know is I remember also seeing videos of that really fucking fat butterball turkey looking guy that was standing there blocking the doors just now in the Alex Stein video. I've seen videos of him sitting there like watching a game and getting pissed off at some team. And he probably has shit in his ass crack wearing a fucking, adult diaper. And I don't know. I seriously have no idea what Barstool is for. It's Barstool Sports, right? Or is it just called Barstool now? I don't even know. I don't know or care. It's like I don't understand why people. Yeah.
Frank, what are we doing here today?
Frank, the fucking diabetic tank.
Administering a lie detector test to determine if Mincy
Frank with the oxygen tank
allowed Alex Stein into the office.
Mincy, any last words before we take this?
I'm actually strangely calm because I know I'm innocent here.
Too.
Line them all up, Mincy. Have them come walking in.
I'm here to face the music. I'm not.
Let our enemies give your key card out.
For the record, I did not give the key card to Alex Stein. Believe it or not, but
how'd you let him in?
I have no idea how he got the security.
The piece on?
I'm happy to take this test. I'm strangely calm because when all that crap went down a few months ago, I cut contacts with him, and honestly, I thought, like, man.
All right, get to it. Come on, who cares? You're all fucking fat and out of gas.
I mean, nothing had happened since. I was like, this was strangely quiet how it went away. So,
put these on two of his fingers.
Okay, whatever. Bring it on.
Is this what I should be doing in pictures, is standing on my tippy toes? I didn't even think about that. Make me look taller in pictures? I'm only 5'7". I need this. I should have been doing this the whole time. Oh my God. Oh my God. Every picture? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
My favorite big booty Latina. I love it.
All right, so yeah, that was the old video. Let me bring you guys. Hold on. Let me get to the video on Twitter first because we know how Twitter works. If I don't get to the video, we'll scroll past some ass and titties and dicks and all the rest. Okay, so this just happened today. Here we go.
And they just confiscated.
So this is like one of the higher ups at Barstool, I guess. Alex Stein looking for a pardon because he insurrected Barstool.
Rico, Alex Stein. Okay, I brought a bottle of champagne and they just confiscated. Yes,
Are you the guys?
yes. Where's Jay? I'm with my wife's boyfriend. I'm with my wife's boyfriend. I'm trying to negotiate a pardon. If Dave,
You have security?
I have a ticket. I have a ticket. What I'm saying is, let me try to discuss a pardon, Rico. Rico, don't be a wimp. Why can't I talk to you?
I work for a media company in New York. This guy stole the office, and I'm a little concerned.
Why are you concerned? I got a ticket. Rico, don't be a wimp.
This guy's just telling people, I work for a really big company and this guy creeps me out, man.
You don't have to be a pussy. Dude, I'm trying to apologize. I want to
This guy's basically telling security that Alex Stein is Luigi Mangione and this guy is the CEO of United Healthcare.
defenses if Trump can give a pardon to all the
I'm the CEO of a big insurance company, and this guy stormed the office, making me real uncomfortable right now. And the security's just like, okay.
January 6ers. Why can't you negotiate a pardon with me? I know, but why, Rico? Why is that such a hard deal? It was a joke. You know it. You know it was a joke. I know, but why are you going to be like that? I know, but I don't understand. Dude, I'm trying to apologize. You don't want to help me out a little bit, Rico? I've never done anything to you. I just want to mend the fences. I don't know why that's such a big deal. Like, I'm sorry that I stormed... Rico, I'm sorry that I stormed the offices. I don't understand why this has to be such a big deal. I'm sorry.
This guy stormed the office a couple months ago, and now he's following me in.
I was just trying to talk to you. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the thing. I am his friend. I'm sorry. Rico, I'm here as a friend. I don't know why. Didn't tell him I brought that bottle of champagne. At least show him the champagne I brought him. So, because he's not going to believe it. I tell him.
If you don't want to,
all right, I'll leave. Rico, I'll leave. But I just want to say I'm sorry. Please, if you would consider negotiating a pardon. Okay, but I'm sorry. Okay, I will. But I got a ticket.
Are you going on it?
Yeah, I'm about to.
Okay, well, go.
I'm sorry, Rico. I wish you could just mend the fences. I don't know why it has to be like this.
Oh, that's our boy. Do I think what? DMS, do you think AK? What does that mean? Oh, you're saying, do I think Alex will be a governor or some kind of politician? I don't know. It depends how crazy politics really gets. which way and in what era of the pendulum swinging we are in, because Alex Stein has done crazy stuff on his show and he said a lot of crazy stuff. Any episode of his show would be enough to, get highlights for his political opposition to use against him. So it all depends on the state of politics at the time, right? In the past, like for Trump's first term, people enjoyed the way that Trump was just completely, gloves off, talking shit about Rosie O'Donnell and doubling down when he would say something fucked up and stuff. It was really funny, and a lot of people just thought it was fucking hilarious, including me. And I generally sort of sense people. Trump has seemed like he's calmed down a little bit, and he's not trolling so hard all the time, and he's not so harsh on some of his political opposition, at least publicly, outwardly. And I think a lot of people like that now that Trump is like slightly less gimmicky. But yeah, it depends if Alex Stein did run and we were in some state of politics that was like that fucking movie. God, I can't remember the name of it. Idiocracy. Depends how crazy. If the state of politics is crazy enough in this country, then yeah, of course, Alex Stein could definitely run and probably get elected, as long as people don't care about him feeding a banana to a black guy and all of the rest, Anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. This has been Dark Times with Dark Man Steve. I think we covered everything I wanted to cover tonight. So tomorrow is Friday. I'm hoping I don't have to work late, and I would maybe like to get into that documentary thing that I mentioned, guys. The documentary deal. Remember? So I'm still just like, I can't figure it out in my head. Promo code Lummy. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Great show. Yeah, I can't figure out in my head what the fuck. I'm still going back and forth if I want to play this thing here on the YouTube channel and just risk getting into a bad algorithm. I don't think I'll get in any kind of trouble like a DMCA deal or something like that my stream will get taken down. But I think the stuff I would be talking about on here is generally frowned upon to be discussed on here. And I'm worried about getting into a bad algorithm. I don't know, guys. We'll see. Either way, I will be on YouTube at some point, even if we go live on here and then I bring you guys over somewhere else to actually get into the stuff. So we'll figure that out tomorrow, guys. I might not even get off of work early enough to do this. We might have to cover some other shit. And I got a bunch of other stuff I want to get into. So either way, we'll have a fun stream tomorrow night. It's Friday. We'll have some fun. We'll either be watching the doc about the medical related stuff or we'll get into something else that's fun. So thank you all for coming to hang. Oh, Kick. I haven't fucked with Kick, but I don't know about Kick. I guess maybe that could be an option, but I just feel like I don't know what I'm talking about. I feel like Kick is a little bit niche. And I'm very weary about some of these new streaming type sites that there's a lot of bots and stuff, and I feel like they get these big creators to like partner with Kick or whatever, and then they throw bots in there and make it look like, oh, look how many people are hanging out with this creator, and then they do that sort of like a homeless person or a tip jar where you throw a few dollars in there at the start of the day just to chum the waters, and other people see that, so they throw a couple dollars in too. I don't know if it's something like that going on over there, but I'm just very suspicious of some of the newer streaming type sites. I mean, there's probably bots everywhere, guys, you know. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. We'll get into something. I'll probably, if I can get home early enough, I'll probably go on about 7 or 7:30. I'm hoping to do early tomorrow night, guys. So be ready. Stay ready. And you won't have to get ready. All right, lovers, this has been Dark Times with Dark Knight Steve. I love you. Thank you all for the support. Please, if you haven't already, hit the like button on the way out. And subscribe if you aren't already. And if you're one of the people that wants to throw a few extra dollars my way, it would be greatly appreciated. Of course, it's not necessary if you got your own bills to pay or something. Don't feel like I'm just a broke mess over here. I've been working. I got, I have some money. But anyway, if you'd like to throw a few dollars my way, just if you're feeling a little extra slutty tonight, you can do that at PayPal. I'm Darkmatch, DARKMATCH. And then on Venmo, I am Darkmatch Steve, DARKMATCHSTEVE. So you can do that. All right, lovers. I'll see you tomorrow night. Everybody take it easy. Thank you guys so much for the fucking support. I really do. I appreciate everybody coming to hang with me and supporting, hitting the like button and stuff because I really need it. No, I don't have a Zelle. All right, I'll set up a Zelle. A few people have mentioned Zelle to me. I know some people only use like one or two of the money deals. I'll set up a goddamn Zelle. Thank you, Funny Face. I will do that. I'll get on it at some point. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Everybody, take it easy. Be safe. I'll see you in the Bubba. Oh, well, wait. They're doing a best of, right? If there's a live thing on YouTube, a best of thing on the Bubba Army channel, I'll be in the chat in the morning. All right, I'll see you there, lovers.